to Kababayan Today. There is a saying in Tagalog, and it goes something like this. May pinagmanahan. Do you know what that means?
I'm afraid not.
Okay, may pinagmanahan means you must have gotten it somewhere. You have, you acquired these skills and these talents because I've never heard you sing, but from the reviews that I've seen and I've read, your voice is described as crystal clear. The only other person I know who has a crystal clear voice is like Lea Salonga or something, But how have you been able to acquire the acting skills, the singing skills? I mean, is it just, do you have to work hard for it, or is it just because you got your genes from your parents?
No, I've worked at it so much that I think, especially because for most of the beginning of my life, my mentors and my coaches were my mom and my dad, and they are so talented and so great and so supportive that everything they taught me, I think, has led to where I am with what I do now. And yeah, but I definitely have to work at it with them. They're always there helping me and telling me what to do, what not to do. But yeah.
Okay, so you've been auditioning from the time you were 8 years old in Hollywood. That is a long time to be auditioning. You're only 17. You've been doing it for a while. You starred in a film, right? And now you're making your musical theater debut. Obviously in Hollywood, doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. But what is it that you really want to pursue, given the opportunity?
I mean, I love both film and theater, but right now I think theater is just where I feel most comfortable because it's what I grew up around, and it's where I feel, I don't know, the most happy. I love singing and acting together, so I think that's just my favorite part of it.
Okay, so let's talk about Next to Normal. What is Next to Normal about? Para sa mga kababayan, for the people that don't know what it's about.
Well, so it centers around a family, a mother, a father, and a son and a daughter.
And that is the person that plays your mother?
Michelle Lane, fabulous, amazing actress and singer. Yeah, so it centers around them and how they deal with the mother's mental illness and how it affects them and changes them throughout the show. Really beautiful story, an important story, is focusing on mental illness and bringing that to the forefront and showing how normal it can be and taking the stigma away from it. Yeah.
Okay, would you recommend this to children?
Maybe not. There are some adult themes, but yeah, I'd say 13 and up is what they say. So.
Okay. So how has it been like being in the rehearsal process? You just opened to rave reviews. What has the process been like for you?
Well, it's been really great. The cast and the director is so fantastic, and he really brought us through this process so seamlessly. And yeah, rehearsing. I mean, I have been listening to this show for so long just because it's kind of one of the biggest shows of my generation.
Yes.
And so I knew most of the stuff already, and so it was so amazing going into it and being like, oh my God, this is a role that I wanted to play for so long, and like now I'm actually doing it. Like, this is insane.
Okay, so you've known the music because obviously you love musical theater, right? What are the other musical theater shows that are very close to your heart, besides Miss Saigon, of course?
Yes, of course. Well, I do love In the Heights, and that's Nina is a dream role of mine, and as well as Spring Awakening. I'd love to play Vendla one day. Yeah, I mean, those are like my top dream shows to do one day.
Okay, well, I heard that right after this production, you're going into the next production right away. In Evita, you're playing the mistress, which is a seemingly big part still. Wow, you're just on a roll.
Thank you.
How do you balance school and, pursuing all these artistic passions?
Well, I mean, being homeschooled really helps. It gives me a lot of flexibility as far as auditions and rehearsals go. But yeah, this is going to be kind of a loaded month coming up with doing the show and rehearsing for Evita. So it's going to be interesting balancing all of that with school, but I think homeschool makes that so much easier.
Okay, Isa, you are living the Hollywood dream. You have parents that ground you. You have a family that believes and supports you. And, all the roles that you've been wanting to play are just happening. What is the one thing that you you have to pinch yourself, like, is this really happening? Like, what is that one thing that until now you can't believe?
I think it's just like 2 years ago, seeing my dad doing Miss Saigon in London and also getting to see all this amazing theater. That was like the moment when like the light bulb of like, I have to do this. I just have to be on stage. And it was this crazy urgent feeling of like, I have to do it now or I'm gonna die, like that kind of thing. And so now just, I think that opening night, you know, I got so used to doing it in rehearsal and whatnot, but then standing backstage about to go on for the first time and like feeling my heart race, I was like, oh, this is happening. This is actually real. And going out there and seeing the audience in that kind of blinding light, but kind of dimly seeing them was like, oh, wow, this is real. And that's something that I kind of have to pinch myself about.
Well, I can't wait to see you on stage. Please invite our kababayans out there to catch you in Next to Normal.
Yes, please come and support. You're really gonna love this show. And it's very close to my heart and hopefully close to yours.
Yes, so Next to Normal, that is happening at the Pico Playhouse, which is on Pico, and very close to West Los Angeles, actually. So make sure you catch that. Pagbalik natin, you're going to get to see how talented this girl is because she's going to be singing for all of you. Magbabalik kami.